All right, good morning, everybody. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. Click the like button, subscribe if you wish. I didn't get to see Monday Night Raw last night. I was working till after 12, and but when I did get back, Matt WWE 9 gave me a phone call. It was like 12:30ish this morning, and he asked me if I got a chance to watch any of Raw yet, and I said no. I said I'll probably wait until today to watch it, but um, it being said, it was already today, obviously. But after I got off the phone with him, because he had told me what happened at the end of Raw, and so it sort of was intriguing. So after I got off the phone with him about 1:05 this morning, uh, I decided to search out the final segment of Raw, and I watched it, and I thought the final segment of Raw was one of the best ending Raw segments in like a real long time. A real long time. Um, yeah, as far as the Slammies goes, I wasn't really interested in the Slammies. It does create a little bit of controversy amongst the superstars, but anyway, getting back to the final segment of Raw, Triple H and Stephanie came out and had 20 former WWE and World Heavyweight Champions in the ring. Um, they had lowered the cable and brought out Randy Orton and John Cena, and Randy Orton again, with the chip on his shoulder, basically going about and spouting off that he is the best there ever was. Um, he made reference to Bret Hart that, you know, about the screw job in Montreal, and he said if he was in the ring with Bret Hart, there wouldn't have been a screw job because he just would have beat him up outright. So Randy Orton was very egotistical last night, as he usually always is. He really put down pretty much everybody in the business and saying how much bigger he is than the WWE itself. With that being said, John Cena took over the mic, and John Cena actually laid into Randy Orton, and it was a great segment by John Cena, basically telling Randy Orton he got everything handed to him, and he didn't really know what it meant to work. Um, all this going on, there were chants for Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan was like just grinning from ear to ear. It was a great moment for Daniel. They were in Washington, his home state, and so that was really, really awesome in my eyes. Um, anyway, Cena went on to say to Randy Orton, "You don't know how it is to work for anything and whatnot." And he brought up Daniel Bryan to the center stage, and you know, he told Orton, "This is how you work for something." And then John Cena did shake Daniel Bryan's hand and told him if he is to retain or to win the unified title at TLC, that he's looking forward to another match with Daniel Bryan. And I thought that was awesome. I really do. Um, a lot of people are saying how John Cena destroys, other superstars. With that being said as well, it's not John Cena that does it. It's the decisions made by the corporate and the people that are higher up in the WWE, and everybody should know that by now. But I thought that was great for John Cena. So after weighing in and listening to both these guys talk at that particular point in time, I'm still unsure, what the outcome's going to be. Triple H took the belt from each one of them, hung it on um, the secure setting they had on the cable, and you know, watching that, I'm going, wow, this is pretty darn good. This is real good. And so anyway, pretty much after all that was being said, Cena got a sucker punch from Randy Orton, and then the battle began. And then all the superstars that are in the ring are trying to separate both these guys. Uh, Randy Orton got an elbow, I believe it was, to CM Punk. CM Punk went in there and just destroyed Randy Orton, or was trying to. Triple H went in, pulled CM Punk away, and flipped him away. Um, then CM Punk came back, took out Triple H. Daniel Bryan was in there involved with Triple H. It was just like Randy Orton got his ass kicked. Triple H pedigreed Randy Orton after Randy had knocked down Stephanie. So she's laying down in the ring motionless. Triple H came in, just like out of his mind, went to Orton, ended up pedigreeing Randy Orton. It was a great segment, and it pretty much ended with Orton down on the mat looking up, rubbing his chin in disbelief, and it was Triple H, John Cena, Stephanie McMahon all standing there in their little crowd together as the show went off the air. And, a lot of people were saying, well, is Cena turning heel here? I saw no signs of John Cena turning heel whatsoever. I think if anything happens here, it could go one of two ways. The corporate is turning to become face. If not, I see the corporate probably screwing John Cena over at TLC and helping Randy Orton again retain the belt and become the unified champion of the WWE. I personally would think that with all that's been done by both men in and out of the ring, that, personally, I think John Cena would deserve it more than Randy Orton, because John Cena did bring up the points about Randy Orton's misbehavior in the ring, his misbehavior outside the ring. They really stressed that point. But with John Cena getting the advantage on Randy Orton the last couple weeks makes me wonder, because we all know how the WWE does their things, whereas usually the guy that gets beat down the last few weeks before a pay-per-view, the one that gets beat down usually comes back and prevails. But in this case, I'm at a loss, because I really don't know what's going to happen. I think it would be great for Cena to get the unified title, just for the simple fact that, you know, whether you like it or not, he is the face of the WWE. And if he does get the title, I see him and Daniel Bryan having another match. And what this would be a lead into is probably for maybe Daniel Bryan getting the belt. And he probably would get it before WrestleMania, I would think, which would set up um, the winner from the Royal Rumble, probably going up against Daniel Bryan for the belt. But there's so many different scenarios that could come out of all this. But like I said, I didn't see the whole show. I just searched for the last segment, and after my nephew Matt called me this morning, and asked me if I got to see it yet, it just got me with a little bit of more interest. And I got some messages from a bunch of my YouTube guys, my friends on YouTube here, and they asked me, "Did you see that final segment of Raw? It was like a brawl." And I go, "Oh no, I just got out of work, so I was going to check it out." But after with all the input I got about it, I couldn't wait to watch it, and I wasn't disappointed. I thought the ending segment was one of the best ending segments on Raw I've seen in like a real long time. So, um, who knows? I think the WWE is a little out of sorts. They don't really know what they want to do. And I think for us fans, by them not knowing what they want to do, puts us in a position to where the outcome is not predictable. And that's what, us as fans really want to see, some unpredictability when we're going into watching a pay per view. Because this way, we're not going in there saying, well, we already know who's going to win. Like the TLC match, I think is so unpredictable, because they're leaning towards you wanting, or thinking that maybe Cena's going to win, or if you look at it the other direction with Randy Orton with his ego and the way he's been, a lot of people would say that Randy Orton without a doubt is going to win. So there's a lot of unpredictability here, and so I'm sort of looking for that towards that main event. Um, the rest of the show for me doesn't look all that appealing, but of course I'll be there to watch it on Sunday, and just have to wait and see, guys. Just I don't know. It's like I said, right now it's just unpredictable. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, snowing here in Hartford right at this moment. I finally got a day off from work, which I'm very pleased about. I'm just gonna kick back and relax most of the day. But anyway, um, again, if you guys have not seen the last segment of Raw, search it out and watch it because you won't be disappointed. I just thought it was phenomenal. It was great. So, peace out, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.